Episode 11.
It's,
We're a little late today. It's 9:30. We usually start at no specific time, so I don't know why I'm saying we're late.
it's 6:30.
That's one of the perks of
No less.
having a running your own podcast that nobody is really going to watch, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Don't give a shit. Well, I do. Well, it's part of being your own boss.
Yeah, it's pretty tight.
Make
Breaking
your
in
own
all the money.
schedules. I'm my own boss. Gonna start making executive decisions. Like having a reasonable start time. Let's start with that. And then we'll roll out the W-2s.
Pretty soon we're going to have somebody else here that's doing all the main bulk work of the producing of this thing while we're doing it. So it should be much easier, and I'll be more prone to be wanting to get going on it earlier.
Right off rip, I knew it was not going to be me in the slightest chance. Can barely fucking set up my fucking TV. Well, when I got it. I'm actually still trying to set it up. It's been a year. No, but yeah, that's I'm not the guy for that.
Yeah,
It's
I got
fucking-
my brother coming over. He's going to be doing it every Monday, so that'd be cool. We'll be able to make better use of this green screen that way. We'll be able to do some funny backdrops and stuff. It'll be cool.
Yeah, pumped for that. But number 11, and seems like the higher the number or episode we do, the later the start time.
Yeah.
We'll,
Pretty
fucking, we'll be at 3 a.m. fucking just out of our minds.
Right.
That's the half asleep and shit, tired as fuck. That's when the best comes out. It's all loopy.
Oh yeah.
Say some Roseanne Barr shit.
I'll tell you what, that's when I'm most likely in the mood to talk, more so than right when I wake up. Around like 4 or 5, which is when people start heading over for this.
Do people?
Don't tempt me is what I'm saying. I'll start it at 3.
I like listening to podcasts, certain ones. I got like a few that I listen to, but I don't know too many different podcasts. Like, does anybody have like I'm sure there is, but like fucking start times at like 7 in the morning and shit for like the 45 plus
I don't know. There's really,
crowd.
There's really not a ton of fucking live podcasts that are like big that I watch, at least.
Right.
Nikki Glazer's
7 a.m.
live at
Fuck.
7 a.m. Fuck.
Early as shit. Who the fuck, dude? Have a conversation at 7 a.m.?
Right. It's like doing
What?
fucking radio or something.
Who? That's gotta be for the older crowd, or whatever they're talking about. What was his name? Mickey Glazer?
Nikki, she's
Nikki?
yeah, she's a comedian.
She's a comedian?
She's pretty funny, actually.
She said it's a girl. Thank you. I'm gonna tune in now. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are like this, but me, when I get up, and if it's like within an hour of being up, and somebody tries, not just talk like, "Hey, how's it going?" Hi, not like that, but have a conversation. Dude, no.
Yeah, not at all.
Shut the fuck up for like another 40 minutes.
Oh yeah, actually, speaking of shutting the fuck up, we actually have my girlfriend on today, and she's doing some live art. So let's actually switch over to that.
Oh, there we go. Oh, I gotta turn this way.
All right.
Cool.
So she's just gonna be doing some art in the background while we're talking. So, I mean, if you're not listening, if you don't like what we're saying, just mute it and watch, because that'll be worth it. At
Yeah.
least.
Yeah.
Alright, anyways.
Yeah,
7 a.m. Fuck that.
who gets up that early?
Right. Responsible.
Where,
People,
though? Who?
people with kids. That's who gets up that early, dude.
Yeah, but, I mean, come on. Like, who's the group of people that were like, okay, 9 to 5 morning, or this fucking place is going to open up at 7 a.m.? This place, who invented morning people? You know
The
what I mean?
world.
Like, yeah, but like,
Probably just like
overtake that shit. Like, no, fucking DMV's opening up at 8 p.m. Like, what? Like, yeah.
Coffee shops are fucking. I have to be at work at like 7 a.m.
right.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because you're a barista. Fuck. Barista.
Bartista.
Bartista.
Who's your
That's what he said
favorite?
before.
Who's your favorite baseball player, Cannon? Jose Bartista. I don't know, man. It's just like,
I think it stems from like the early bird gets the worm. Like fucking everything's waking up literally since like the dawn of time. Like since the living things.
we got to get up.
Wake up early to get going.
Nah.
Dude,
Yeah, that's
it. Is
it.
like an evolutionary thing, I think.
Yeah, I guess like if you're sleeping in, if you're sleeping until, I don't know, 3 p.m., you can't really make those decisions to be like, all right, it starts now.
Right.
Like you wake up and you're like, what time do you guys? How late are you guys open? 5. What? I just woke up.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you're clearly too lazy to get up early, so we made the schedule while you were sleeping.
Right.
All right, I'll try again tomorrow. But just like
So
somebody,
many people just get defeated by their own sleep schedule, dude. I'm pretty much one of them, but I just find ways to justify why I don't need to do those things.
yeah,
Like go to the bank and stuff.
right. Well, the bank's only open for like 37 minutes or some shit, anyways. So you gotta be quick.
Right.
I had to go
Like
to
that Mitch Hedberg joke. He's like, I'm like, whenever I find something funny, I have to immediately find a pen or convince myself that what I had thought of was not that funny. Same shit.
No, but getting up, 'cause my schedule's kind of weird too. 'Cause I mean, I don't know. My work day doesn't start till 2 p.m. So I'm not gonna wake up at 9 in the morning and just kind of like, all right, I'm gonna wait to go to work. So just working that like later shift in that service industry, whatever, the hospitality industry for like almost 10 years.
All right.
You're going to be working those late nights and you get used to that. So even if it could be like 1 p.m. and somebody's trying to talk to me and I'm just like,
Dude,
okay, what?
I get to work at like 5 or 6, and I'm like, I don't talk to anybody for like 2 hours, pretty much, dude.
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah, then I get home and it's like, oh, now I'm full of energy pretty much. And then it's just a brutal fucking routine that a person can have for years. Like working midnights and shit, like literally starting at like 11 p.m. and getting off at 8 a.m. What the fuck, man?
all right, dude. Especially if you do that in like a factory or something,
Yeah.
dude. That makes it even worse.
It's already dark and shitty inside the factory, and then you go outside and
Right.
that sun's just coming up. That shit's gotta be fucking terrible.
Right.
With being a midnight person. Like for
Yeah.
years and shit.
For real, man.
But fucking man, you're getting paid, making money.
They're always like, I get the midnight shift premium. Shift premium, though. I get extra 25 fucking cents or whatever.
I was gonna.
All right, man.
I was
Cool.
overselling. I was gonna say $1.
Right.
Like, kind of tempting. Okay, I'll take that $1. But
Shift premium.
all right, eating a fucking club sandwich on your lunch break at 4 in the morning.
Right. Fuck that, dude.
Nah, man. Yeah, that's not for me.
Yeah, same.
Or mornings. But
Yeah.
I guess midnight shift is mornings, so technically, yeah, that's why I stay away from both.
I always like get all the shifts confused. Like midnight shift is going in at midnight.
Like close to it.
Basically like 11 or whatever.
The bulk of your shift is gonna hit midnight and go past it. So that'd be like the midnight shift. And then
So I'm just asking, does it start around midnight?
yeah, around.
Alright.
I don't think it technically has to start at midnight.
Well, what when somebody says they work nights, what does that mean?
I feel like
Is that the
that'd be
same
a
shift.
no.
Just a different way to say it.
No, I feel like that would be like my kind of shift, like 2 to midnight. That'd be nights.
Right.
And then I think
technically.
If you want to be technical about it, you have to. If you work midnights, you gotta say either midnight shift or graveyard shift.
Right. So midnight and graveyard is the same shift,
Yeah.
but nights is.
I feel like I use night shift as like the shift I work, because I'm working
Right.
through like the bulk of the night.
Do we
like,
both not know the actual? Is
No.
Alright.
I think
How sure are you on this?
I'm like, how sure am I? I'm like 75, 80% sure. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. I've been pretty sure about a lot of things and just been fucking totally off. Night shift versus graveyard shift.
Graveyard shift is a synonym Right,
Cinnamon.
For third shift. It's a cinnamon for midnight shift and night shift. All right, midnight shift is a night shift, which is also the graveyard shift. It's all the same shift.
So is that a perk or a benefit of working that shift is that you get 3 different fucking terms
Right.
for that shift?
You get to confuse people by
Yeah. Do you oh, hey, Jim, how's the new job going? Oh, I worked the graveyard shift. Fucking 2 months later. Hey, how's that going? Different dude asking Jim.
yeah. And
Yeah,
like,
working midnights.
all right, dude, check out all these different shift work glossary of terms. Hold on, let me pull this over here.
So we're looking at different terms of shifts. Hey, sick. That's
all
the
right, we
most.
got first shift, second shift, third shift. Then they throw a curveball with the afternoon shift. Day shift, fixed shift, graveyard shift, night shift. Or midnight shift, sorry. And then night shift. And rotating schedule. Split shift and a swing shift. Should we go through these or no? I feel like not.
I think the one that's kind of.
I want to know what afternoon shift is. Is another name for the second shift. All right, I feel like there's a way better way of categorizing these if you're just going to name them all and then in the description of them name also what they are.
Yeah.
That's like the worst way to do this.
So underneath that is day
The
shift.
worst list I've ever seen in my life.
Underneath that is day shift. What the fuck is the difference between an afternoon and the day?
Day shift refers to the first shift, which takes place during daytime hours. Day
So-
shift usually follows the typical 9 to 5 workday.
All right. Okay. Okay.
All right.
Just call it the fucking morning shift.
Well, it follows, so it's like it takes place around 5. So it's when you go in at 5 and
Oh, you going at PM?
like around there, yeah.
Oh, I
Go
thought you
in at
said
the
9
day.
to 5, like 9 a.m.
Right.
to 5.
No, it follows that shift.
Oh,
usually.
follows.
What's
Well,
a fixed shift? Fixed shift provides workers with. All right, this is just somebody who.
Look at fucking midnight shift, dude. You're getting graveyard shift, midnight shift, night shift.
What's I want to know what a swing shift is.
It's where you fuck random couples. You don't even have a job. You just show up to a place. Like, you get an email. All right, be here at 4 p.m. Okay, that works. And you just you're fucking swingers.
Swing shift is another way of saying afternoon shift or second shift. All right.
Wait, what? One more time?
Swing shift is another way of saying afternoon shift or second shift. It's like, dude, they list second shift, afternoon shift, which is the second shift, and then swing shift, which is both. It's like, dude, this is the worst way to compile a list of things I've ever seen.
Just go to fucking work.
It's like they almost should have just said the description of them as the fucking list. Like, it's like, what's the worst possible way you could do this? I don't think I could think of a worse
Somebody
way.
took the time to break this down
Anyways.
for us.
Right.
We're
And they did
the
a terrible job.
Yeah, we're probably the first fucking people to look at this stupid fucking breakdown of the
Actually, they
list.
didn't do a terrible job because I totally got the information I needed out of it. I figured out what the shifts were that I was curious about. So
I learned that if you work midnights, you can get 3 different terms for your shift because you work midnights, and
Right.
it's ooh. I don't know what I don't know what the ooh was like referring to exactly, but I guess like, oh, Mr. Big Guy fucking goes to sleep at 10 a.m. Can't cut my grass because you're sleeping. I work the graveyard shift. I thought you said you switched to night shift. It's the same thing. I'll send you a link. What's this fucking link? I don't know. My brain just doesn't work for the first 2 hours of the day.
Same.
The like Uber rides. If I wake up and feel like I'm running late, or I want to stop and get coffee and shit and just kind of like get my brain going before I actually step into work, I'll request an Uber real quick. And like I said, if you check out Killing It with Ken, I talk about it, how they tell you 10 minutes away, and then when they actually connect to your ride, it's like, boom, 5 minutes away or 4 minutes away. It can be the other way around, but there's been times where, okay, 10 minutes away, I got time to like grab shit, or,
Right.
you know, I did this, I'm going to, and then I'll look at my phone, it vibrates, and I look at my phone, and they're like, Carter is, I was going to use a really like Middle Eastern name. Muhammad is like 4 minutes away. Like, what? Now I'm scrambling and shit, and then like I can't find my keys. So I'm like debating if I should just leave my door unlocked. Like, fuck it. Like I won't leave
You probably shouldn't say that on the podcast.
what? Leave my
Just-
door unlocked?
It's like, it's sometimes a debate whether or not I should just leave the door unlocked to my
I
where
trust my
live.
neighbors. I don't trust them when I got an Amazon package coming. I get that shit delivered to work.
Right. That's
You
probably
can
smart.
come in when I'm not home. Make yourself at home. You're not touching my Amazon package, man. Fuck that. Yeah, but then I get in a rush, and then I'm all fucking confused, and I get in the car, and they're asking me what my name is. Are you Keenan? Like, oh, fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I say no. I'm going to say no next time when
See
they
if
try to confirm my name.
Like, well, is this
Get
where
out of
you're
my
going? It just.
Are you Keenan? No. Get out? No. Whoa.
You look like him.
I don't
Do
have,
you have a picture,
No,
right?
I don't.
Yeah.
I should do one. I don't know when.
I feel like you should be required to have one,
Yeah.
whether or not you're a passenger or a driver on Uber. You know.
Yeah. Well, I'm not 100%. I'd say I'm 75 to 80% sure that every Uber driver I've ever gotten has had a profile picture.
Yeah. I feel like you
Yeah.
might have to as a driver.
Right.
Right. But I don't know about as a passenger, customer, or whatever, however you want to call it.
Dude, that reminds me, like a few years ago, I was leaving a friend's house who happened to be a woman, and I didn't have I don't even think I had Uber at the time, and I didn't drive out there, and she was like, I'll be like she made it clear that she would get me an Uber. I was like, okay, and it was early, like 8 a.m. in like Detroit or some shit. I was like, all right, and I didn't know, I didn't use Uber then, and I didn't know that it was like full blown her name and a full blown picture of her. Like she like when I told her the story, she was like, oh, that's funny, but she told me at that time that she had a picture of her on her account. And dude, I remember leaving, my phone died, and I'm like, well, whatever. And the dude pulled up. I was like, all friendly. I was like, hey. It was a van, so I kind of like walked by. And I was like, what's going on with me? And I opened the door. He's like, yo, man. I was like, what? He's like, I don't know who you are. I'm like, what? He's like, I'm here to pick up some girl. I'm like, nah. I was like, that's my friend. She set this up. He's like, nah. He's like, I don't give a fuck.
This
man.
dude feels like
Straight
you're
up.
cock blocking him, dude. That's what it is.
Yeah, dude. At like 7 a.m, this dude thought he was gonna get,
He's like, oh hell no, dog.
nah. I was like, no, that my friend. I was like, my friend set this up for me. I gave him a name and shit. I was like, right there, dude. He's like, oh no. As he was saying that, confirming that, dude, you're not getting in my car. He fucking starts to put it in drive and shit, and I'm like, oh, and then the van door just starts to shut.
Like automatically shut, like the one.
Yeah, he
slow
just
ones
hit
that
his
just-
button. Yeah, those things are so confusing when you get in. I'm like,
Like,
it starts.
Should I push it or?
Yeah, it starts closing, and I'm like, all right, let's speed this up. I just do it myself.
And they're like,
Fuck up.
hey.
I'm like, shut up. Yeah, dude, he was like, I'm up. Puts it in fucking drive. I'm like, all right. And he just left. And I'm like, I'll just fucking text her. Oh, shit, dude. I was like, my phone's dead. It's 7:30 in the morning. Or like at morning time, whatever. And she lived in these like condos and shit. And they were all identical. And I don't remember the address. I don't remember what her front porch looks like or anything. And this is when I used to get fucked up. And I was still kind of fucked up. So I was like, the Uber pieced out because I'm not a chick. My phone's dead. And I don't know which one.
It didn't happen right in front of the house, you said? It was just like he was down a few houses and shit?
Yeah, he was down maybe...
Well, maybe
4 or 5.
Right, who knows, really? Did you ever figure out the house?
Eventually,
Right.
but it was a struggle, dude, because like I said, is that first 2 hours of me waking up, I'm a lost cause.
Right.
Early in the morning, worse. Fucking still drunk. So I turn
over.
around and I'm just like, the big issue is like, which one is, where does she live? I was so confused. I was like, all right, let's figure this out. So I'd like walked in the back. I was like, all right, maybe something will happen that I remember. Like, because I remember smoking cigarettes out on the back porch and shit. I was like, fuck, they're all the same too back here. I was like, does anybody have any plants? Can you just, everything looks identical. Luckily enough, like after 10 minutes, she got the notification that the shit was canceled. And she was like, what the fuck? So she came outside and saw me like, I was like even further down the street. She was like, yeah, I was walking. I was determined.
Aimlessly walking.
The phone's dead, hungover, confused, a little hungry. And so I was like down the street looking for a house. And then she just like opened the door, came out, like looking around, like, what the fuck? They canceled? And she's like, what happened? I told her what happened. And she's like, oh, all right. And she fucking called like Uber and shit and started complaining. I was like, you just give me a ride.
Right.
Like this. Now we're complaining at 7 in the morning.
Fuck that, dude.
Thank you, but yeah, fuck that Uber driver, man. Fucking minivan. He pieced out real quick. Saw
He
me and was like,
"Hell
look
no."
at this motherfucker.
Yeah. You say this motherfucker ain't about to puke in my car, dude. Looking all half drunk and fucking still asleep and shit.
Like walking up to, because since he parked like 5 houses down, I'm like, all right, I'll fucking just rip the cigarette real quick, taking like hit after hit after hit, like trying to finish it because nobody likes people smoking in their car.
Right.
So I was just walking up to him all haggard, just trying to smoke the cigarette as quick as possible and just throw it on somebody else's yard. But yeah, that dude wasn't happy, and I'm not really sorry, man. You didn't have to peace out like that. Could have asked me where I'm going. I would have gave you the address. Yeah. Fucking Uber stories for life.
Yeah. Fucking Uber. I haven't taken an Uber in a... I guess I did take an Uber recently. I went to your work. I had to go pick up her car because my car has a flat. I tried to fix the flat and it didn't work. I was going to try to get it to at least hold some air so I could take it to get the tire repaired or get a new tire in, but fucking didn't work, so I had to take an Uber to her work to pick up her car to go to work.
Was it a conversation-full drive?
No, it was some fucking... Dude, I was like, I walk up to the car and I'm like, oh, dude, hell yeah, metalhead. This dude's gonna be tight. This is gonna be tight. Like, at least the music's gonna be alright. And I get in the car and it's like terrible house music, like the worst. And it's like he's just sitting. Like, if you're gonna listen to put on the worst music and you're not even gonna look like you're into it, like, I'm gonna be even more upset. Like, but he was just like dead stare straight ahead, just listening to this house music, like drony ass music. Like, he's probably listening to it all day driving people around.
Yeah, if you're listening to that kind of music house, I guess you should be wearing, I don't know, like a silky shirt.
I thought you were gonna say some house shoes.
House shoes. Yeah, it's like a silky shirt, leopard button up, or is that what?
People who listen to house wear.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think people that listen.
I honestly don't know exactly what. I just picked house because I just know I don't know what type of like what kind of electronic music that actually was that he was listening to. I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know enough, right? Who does listen to that? Like,
House music, yeah,
what
that's
are
so.
what does that person listen to? Rather, I should say,
What the
like what his description was, right?
Total like Euro techno.
Lady Gaga or something.
What? Yeah, and he's got like.
person could listen to house. I don't know.
So yeah,
Mhm.
if you listen to house music, I'm imagining like you got a nice silky shirt on that's probably 3 sizes too big, and then you got like probably the matching sunglasses, like those Oakleys, in your head at all times, and then you
Backwards on the.
yeah, and
Sometimes.
then like I don't know, you got like so you got your cup holder, and you know how there's 2 cup holders,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Imagine there's a Red Bull in each. Like the one closest to him in the driver's side cup holder, it's like already open and halfway done. And the one on the passenger cup holder is not even open. So that way when he's done, he just does the switch.
In the floor in the passenger seat, full of empty Red Bull cans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
A
old.
lot of people who rate electronic music, the passenger seat is just cans.
Yeah.
Cans and shit. Yeah, I don't know. I imagine that's what I think a fucking house music listener would dress like when they're Ubering. Comfy clothes, I guess. I don't know. Am I wrong? Like, what? I've never been to a. Is it? How do you say it? House show?
Right. It becomes something else
rave?
when you call it that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now my description of clothes goes different.
All right. Well, what are these people wearing? Kind of.
Ravers?
Yeah.
A silk shirt, probably, but I don't know. Ravers. Fuck, man, because they're doing a lot of like drugs
Raving?
and shit, and they're always sweating hard as fuck.
So like very little clothing.
Probably like a wife beater.
Less
I don't know.
clothing.
Okay, so this would be a good substitute for a wife beater if it's less clothing. It'd be like a fucking silky fishnet shirt.
Yes.
It's more, right? Because it's going down to the sleeves, and they probably got like the like in the fishnet, they got like the hole for the thumb. So you know what I mean? But so yeah, they're wearing silk fishnet because it's less but more technically. Probably like really short shorts with like one pocket. Like on the other side, there's not a pocket. Like these are only like I can't find them. I'm not gonna find them because I'm not gonna look. But these are like, if you're a raver, these are shorts for you. And I don't know what you would keep in them. Ecstasy?
Probably.
Do people still do ecstasy?
I think it's Molly. Is
Molly?
right. Same active ingredient, but
Okay.
more refined, I guess.
So in the ashtray, there's a bag of Molly. Right? Probably.
Just
Besides
in
the
that.
Red Bull?
Yeah.
No, Red Bulls. Yeah, like it's in a bag. But yeah, and then surrounding the bag is like a fucking moat of cigarette butts, probably some sort of menthol, like L&M menthols or some shit.
No, it's like surrounded by empty jewel cartridges.
Today it is, yeah. Today nowadays. Okay. That's what I imagine now a raver, and they probably still got like male or female. They probably just got some kind of like smeared mascara and shit. Because if it's 8 in the morning and that's what they're wearing, they're probably leaving that rave like, all right, man, I'm about to go on the XL. It's just loud as shit. Like, all right. He just gets in his fucking car, probably like a Hyundai or some shit. I don't imagine they'd be good drivers.
Hyundai Elantra.
Something like that. I don't know.
Surprisingly light car, apparently.
Have you ever been to a rave?
I don't think. Yeah.
We went with Corey. Remember?
Oh yeah.
At that warehouse across the street
Yeah, I have been to a rave. Yeah.
What'd you wear?
I was just wearing what I literally went after I got off work with Corey, so it was to like go hang out with Kayla for like one of the first times he hung out with her outside of work. What's up?
Super hot in there.
Yeah. It was across the street from where that show was. Yeah.
What was it, Detroit?
Yeah, just some dirty ass warehouse that they just fucking wheeled in a bunch of tanks of nitrous oxide into and just fucking put terrible music on and let people do whatever the fuck they wanted in there.
What was the nitrous oxide for?
They inhale it.
Like,
Isn't that what? Yeah.
they inhale it?
Yeah, balloons is what they call it because they fill them with balloons and then they just go around and inhale it. Wah, wah, wah. It's like fucking Duster, pretty much.
Oh.
No. Yeah, pretty
The-
much. It's pretty much the same type of thing. It's like fucking sucking on a can of Duster, dude.
Did you ask anybody why?
I actually did a balloon. I did one balloon just to do it, really, honestly, because I was there. I was like, fuck it. But I don't see why somebody would be that full blown in, like, just that be their thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever. To each their own.
Oh,
It just seemed like it's like the decision I would make if I was like, man, what? How could I set out to just go home tonight with a fucking full blown migraine? Like,
yeah. I don't know, just shit makes me uncomfortable, man. It's fucking the whole like I've seen
sucking on balloons and shit.
Nah.
Or
Well,
just raves.
yeah, like I've seen shit video, like, you know, I don't know, on Instagram or some shit. Or it's usually somebody making fun of raves and shit.
Right.
It's just a group of like people dancing. Like all
It wasn't
fucked up.
like this wasn't. I don't know, man. It was not like a young, full of young, like all young people. It was
Right.
like a lot of just like hood people,
Man.
like a lot of hood people in there, and then like some young people. I don't know. It wasn't like what you're kind of thinking
Right.
of a rave, but it totally was. But at the same time, it was a different vibe, but different type of people, same vibe.
Yeah, but like a full blown rave, I've seen that shit and just like, I'm good with your fucking all super like loud and annoying sounds and just fucking can't find the bathroom.
Super loud and annoying sounds.
Yeah, that's
It's just a hilarious way to word it.
I mean, I don't know, man.
It's funny.
That's not me. That stuff, that music, that's just
Mhm.
not. I don't know, dude. It just sounds like fucking like boobops and transformers and shit, and just
Right.
fucking like a old computer crashing.
I'd imagine there is some electronic music for me that I would totally dig. I just right. I just mean like I just fucking don't want to do the work to dig through the stuff and find what I like, you know?
Yeah.
Like I can easily dig through the type of music that I'm like more familiar with to find what I like and refine that. You know, it's way easier for me to dive into that stuff than it is like other like electronic music for me. But I would like somebody to just know exactly what I like. Like I wish somebody knew my brain and was like, this is what you want,
Yes.
and just like hand it to me. Like,
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like if somebody's talking about like house music, I guess, and like
that's what I'm saying. Like I don't even know exactly what all the genres are. Like I don't know.
what the fuck's
so
that?
I can't really like.
What's that? I used to know the name of this festival, but like on the west side of Michigan, what is that shit once a year in the summer?
Electric Forest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that shit. Nah.
Right. I feel the same way.
No, I'm not. I don't know. Like if people enjoy it, that's fine. But don't, you know. I don't even know where I was gonna go with that. I guess I just wanted to make it clear I don't like that shit. Oh
It's just
no, I
like-
know what I was gonna say.
My buddy of mine, Robert, summed this up perfectly he summed this up perfectly in an internet argument that he was having with somebody about something completely irrelevant to this conversation, but they were like having an argument, and he literally finished the argument with all he said was, you can't. I can't even have like a 5-minute conversation with you without you bringing up Electric Forest. And it was basically like that sums up, like that totally got me to understand what type of person this person was who he was arguing with.
Yeah.
And he totally ended it, and the person like it was just perfect, dude. It's like there's just those type of people, and that's what annoys me about stuff like that. It's like I'm sure there's fucking probably some dope shit that goes on there.
Yeah.
A lot of dope art and stuff. I'm sure there's
Yeah.
cool stuff, but I personally would just have a terrible time there.
I would too. And yeah, like just trying to come up with like, what is it called? A house show? What are those people called? Ravens?
Ravens, they should be.
Yeah, they should. Ravers. Too close to rapers.
I think they call them wooks now.
Yeah. Yeah, they're called wooks now, and it's just like, all right. Wooks? What's that short for? Wookiees? Where are we going with this?
Was hippie, was. I'm sure they're all basically the same types.
Yeah.
All throughout time, dude. They've always been there.
Yeah. But anytime trying to think of like that kind of music and shit, they'll be like, yeah, I'm going to like Electric Forest, man, it's gonna be sick. I'm like, oh yeah, just a big festival. I'm like, yeah, like I feel like such a like 45-year-old mom trying to bond with her like 14-year-old angst-filled teenager that loves like Pantera and Metallica. So like he'll be talking about like some random heavy metal band that I know 45-year-old mom's familiar with. That's me being like, is that one Dead Mouse group gonna be there? Or like blue, like that the fucking Blue Man group gonna be there? I don't even know Blue Man group. Are they?
That'd be tight if they were in Electric Forest.
Yeah.
Right.
How old are those guys? You can't tell because they're blue.
I'm sure they have rotating members too.
Really?
I mean, I'm sure.
For like a
Right.
split second, I was kind of bummed out. Like legit, like what? It's not the same three dudes.
Let's look.
I was kind of bummed out.
But, I mean, there's more than just the 3 dudes though. There's like all kinds of shit.
There's
like-
more blue dudes.
Yeah, there's like more blue dudes, and they collaborate with people and stuff.
Huh.
They're actually dope, dude. Chris Wink. Apparently, is this the main guy?
Chris Wink.
Why does he look so blue without the makeup on?
Those years of fucking just wearing that shit. Doctor was like, you gotta stop that. He's like, didn't say anything because they don't say anything. So you gonna respond, Chris? Oh, he's in character again.
All right.
Where are they from? They're not American, are they?
Let's see.
Chris. Dude's name was Chris Wink. I guess that's sounds American.
Oh, it just says location New York City. I think that's just where they're performing.
Yeah.
Fucking Manhattan, so New York. But it is basically a collaboration between those 3 dudes. All right.
Yeah, I got kind of for a split second. I got kind of bummed out when you were like they rotate.
I don't know. I didn't know that. I assumed
Oh. It bummed me out like when I was like 17 or 18 and I learned that like the Harlem Globetrotters when I used to like basketball. Like it's basketball, yeah, but it's not like competitive sport.
that. Right.
But when I finally figured it out that like they rotate basketball players on the Globetrotters, I was kind of bummed out.
Right.
Because when I was like 6 or 7, the Harlem Globetrotters would be like on an episode of Scooby-Doo.
Right.
And then I didn't know it at the time, obviously, because I'm like 5. That episode of Scooby-Doo is from like the 70s.
Right.
Those
Right.
dudes are dead.
Well, at least
Like-
they're not playing. I know
yeah,
that. Right.
like they're not performing.
Right.
So I got kind of bummed out about that, and I was like, what? And I'm like, it kind of makes sense, I guess. I guess that episode's from like the 60s. Globetrotters have been around since, probably the 50s, 60s.
I always thought that Harlem Globetrotters were like the top of the top. Like that was like.
Did you see what they do to that team? Fucking.
I just thought that was like above the NBA and stuff like.
It was like
I just thought it was like, just dude, these dudes are just too good to be in the NBA. That's why they have their own thing.
yeah,
When I was a child, that's what I thought, dude.
they were so good that
I was just like, oh, those are the best. You see what they do with those basketballs?
they even involved the crowd. But yeah, I used to think that too. Like they were so goddamn good that they just couldn't, like, no NBA team could compete with them. And I thought maybe something happened back in the day where they just blew each other, like they just blew
Wait, what?
blew each other out of the water.
Oh,
I don't know. Maybe they did blow each other.
I think
I don't know.
possibly.
Probably good game. Fucking. They would just blow out every single NBA team, like in the '60s or something. So they were like, "Oh my God, they're just so good. Let's
Right.
just give them their own league, their own colored basketballs and shit, with red, white, and blue. With the one leather strip that was the regular.
The regular color or whatever.
Yeah. Then I don't know.
Yeah, what was up with that?
They were just so good. They were like your own basketball, and it's like do 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 do. You think anybody has ever betted against the Harlem Globetrotters?
I wouldn't.
Like the first game, like nobody knows what's really going on, so Vegas is taking bets. People are like, "Yeah, the Generals against the Globetrotters," sorry, and just they lose all their money and shit. Just fucking. There's that one guy that's like, I'm taking the Generals this time. I got a feeling they're due for a win. You thought I was talking about like they're blowing each other.
I mean, you paused.
Yeah, because I wanted to like. I knew it as soon as I paused. I was like, "Oh, that sounds like us." Like they were sucking each other's dicks in the locker room. Before or after the game, I don't know. Maybe both. Maybe that's why they're so great, because they have chemistry. And by that I mean they're dicks in each other's minds. Yeah, I said it. They were sucking each other's dicks. Whatever. But I don't know. You touch those touchy subjects.
Oh yeah.
What were we talking about before the Harlem Globetrotters sucking each other off?
I don't even know how we got on the Harlem Globetrotters, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Beautiful. I don't know. But yeah, I don't give a shit about sports anymore, man. Like this week is opening day for the Detroit Tigers. And it's just like all the fucking bars everywhere is just like opening day.
Right.
Like places not even in Detroit. And just remembering all of the past opening days working and shit. Just people fucking destroyed at like 1 p.m. Like,
Come back to Plymouth to fucking hang out at the bar all fucking hammered, dude.
Yeah.
It's like too hammered at like 3 p.m. It's like, dude,
aren't you
go home,
tired?
dude?
Let's get you a ride. Get your ride out of here. Go home. Wake up at 9 p.m. feeling even worse. Not remembering shit.
I picked up Thursday. That day. That's when it is, right?
Yeah, it
Opening
is.
day, yeah. I picked up the morning shift because I was taking Friday off for that show.
Oh, all right.
So, like, I'm like, dude, it's going to be a cakewalk. Cause, I mean, it might be full. Like, the bar might be full,
Yeah.
but it's just going to be a full bar watching the game. And, like, you know, I doubt it's even going to be, like, that full. What time is the game even?
Generally, like, afternoon games for baseball, regardless if it's a opening day or a fucking random Thursday game. Midsummer, it's like noon, 1 p.m.
Right. That's what I thought. Because somebody said the game will be done by 5. by the
Yeah.
time, like, for sure.
Yeah.
Because I was asking about it.
Yeah, I don't know. This shit's a fucking big deal, I guess. I've never been to opening day downtown. People talk about that shit, and
It's probably just like a bunch of drunk fucking idiots walking around in the street, dude. Begging to get hit by cars.
yeah. I mean, it'd be hilarious to go downtown opening day and just fucking wear all green like St. Patty's Day. Nobody would even know.
Right. Just do the same.
Like, don't pinch me. Because they're so fucking hammered and it's like 11 a.m. All right.
That's hilarious, dude.
Just if the opposing team is wearing green, like that's the colors, like, get this motherfucker.
Right. He's like, oh, fuck, I didn't really plan this out.
Like, up. Joke's backfired.
Can you imagine, like, just literally you imagine, like, nothing's on the line for the opening day game. Like, to take it that far
No.
and
There's
go
100
after somebody wearing the other team's colors. Like,
There's 180 games.
right. The first game, like, God, get this motherfucker.
Oh, he's wearing the wrong colors. Like, relax. Ugh. I feel like anytime somebody gets calmed down when they're all hammered, they're like all like hectic and fucking going 100%. They're like, "Yo, this motherfucker," and somebody's like, "Hey man, just take it easy. We're all here for the same reason." He's like, "Ugh." Like that's his okay. That's the drunk okay. Ugh. You want to stop at White Castle? I think that's more eager because it was extended. It's more of an eager, like, yeah, hell yeah, stop there. Let me order 14 too many fucking White Castle sliders. Sounded like a good idea. Man, I don't know. Dude, what, I didn't ask you in person, but I saw this, some dude just went in the urinal. Or not in the urinal, but the bathroom stall.
Yeah, dude, I go into the bathroom to use the stall.
Were the Harlem Globetrotters in there? They're just like, hey,
Yeah,
occupied.
blowing this dude in here.
The music's playing when he's sucking his dick. I bet they do some tricks and shit. You
Oh
know?
man, you're gonna say, like I said, have you seen what they do with those balls? Anyways, I forgot what I was even saying. Oh yeah, I go in there and I see nobody's at the two urinals, and I'm like, oh fuck. Look, and somebody's in the bathroom stall peeing with the door open. So like trying to pee, and I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, I feel like a weirdo if I'm just sitting in the bathroom while waiting for the stall when there's two, like, you know what I mean? It just feels weird. So I go outside to wait. And I'm seriously waiting for like, has to be at least 3 minutes. I said 5 minutes when I posted the thing, but at least 3 minutes, dude. And he gets done, and you can see, like, through the crack in the actual door, like, that's, like, you can see, like, if somebody walks by to wash their hands, like,
Yeah.
all I saw was, like the light get blocked from him walking in front of the door and then opening the door. So, like, he immediately just left the stall and went and left, you know? Avoided the sink altogether, dude. So he just, like, took, like, 5 minutes to pee, holding his dick for, like, 5 minutes, and then just walks out without washing his hands, dude.
Oh wait, so did he piss or no?
I mean, I'm assuming that he ended up pissing, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I assumed.
Oh yeah, you said you were. All right. Yeah.
Right.
That would have been weird if you were just in there like,
Right.
just like you have to pit. Or, yeah. Weird.
It's like a fully grown person avoiding the stalls or the urinals to go
Yeah.
to the stall, like, for privacy, but leaves the door open. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There wasn't people in there to where both the urinals were occupied when he walked in, you know? There's no possible way.
I was gonna say maybe he's a germaphobe and didn't want to touch the urinal handle.
Right.
But at the same time, you said he did not wash his
Right.
hands.
Germaphobes would wash their hands.
Yeah. If I've said this before, because where we work, there's no employee bathroom, so we have to use the public bathroom, which is fine sometimes. It is fucking disgusting that how many grown ass men over the age of like 10 just don't wash their hands.
Dude, almost none of them. And the amount of times that I can count where when I'm in the stall, somebody actually knocks instead of trying to just walk into the stall, I could count that on two hands, I swear to you. The whole time I've worked there, I can count on two hands the amount of times where somebody's actually knocked instead of just walking right in.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Dude, I mean, like, it's not even like, okay, it's midnight on a Friday night. Maybe this dude's just fucked up and he just opens door. He's like, oh, taking a piss. My bad, man. It's like 3 PM. This guy's like, oh, you're taking a shit. How long are you going to be?
Yeah. They always say that shit, like random ass, like cliche fucking, you're not supposed to shit at the bar or whatever. It's like, dude, shut
Who the
up.
Who the fuck
Like,
says that?
That's what they say. Who the hell shits at the bar? Like, I swear to God, dude.
Who shits at the bar?
That's like, yeah.
Who shits at the bar?
That's like a thing that people will say, dude. It's like a thing. I swear to you. I don't know what to call the thing, but it's like something that people say. It's like a saying, dude.
It's
like,
a saying that
like
goes
who the
with
hell shits at
being
the
a-
bar. Like it's like don't never shit at the bar. Like it's like a thing. I swear to you.
Guess we don't go to bars.
what? I got a
It's
shit.
like me. I work. I'm working. I work. I don't know. I have a terrible
Here for 8 hours.
sleep schedule. This is when I shit, dude. I don't know. My
The-
fucking body's all weird.
Is this the like? Don't shit at the bar. Like, is that the follow up to don't wash your hands at the bar?
Right.
Everything's gross, so
Right.
you might as well just enjoy your time by not washing your hands.
That's yeah.
Nah, I don't know. Like, there hasn't been too many times where I've been pooping at work and somebody knocks and they're like, "How long are you gonna be?" When you hear that bitch flush, that's when I'm done. Like, but
Right.
in general, I'm just
It's not
like,
necessarily also.
like, I don't know. Now you're giving me a fucking time limit to finish up.
Right.
Go fucking shit somewhere else, man. I'm shitting.
Right.
That's fucking.
Depending on the attitude, I'll wait longer. Like I'll be done, and I'll just fucking find some more stuff to find another article or something to read on my phone.
Oh,
I'll be done.
it's yeah. I don't know. 2 minutes. That's what I say. 2 minutes.
Right.
It could be over a little bit. It could be under a little bit. But I'm giving you 2 minutes to wait. Or what are you gonna do? Pull me off the toilet with my fucking pants around the ankles? Like, I gotta shit. Like, come on in,
Time's up, bud.
dude. That's that's fucking gross. How fucking people, whatever you do in your own bathroom and you don't wash your hands, fine. I don't give a fuck. But you being out in public and shit,
Right.
like in a like a bar setting, restaurant, whatever, just going in there because it, like I said, we don't have a employee bathroom and we got to use the public one. There's so many times just I've like been taking a piss and I get done and the person that was using the urinal next to me or somebody that was pissing in the stall or whatever comes out and they're washing their hands, or they get out before me and they just leave. They don't even go to the sink.
Right.
I was gonna say they start washing their hands before, but no, they don't. That's the whole thing. They don't fucking do that. So that shit's gross, man. You need to fucking step up and start following them to the table. Like, hey,
Right.
that shit's free.
Right.
They'd be like, because they probably didn't even notice you because they made a beeline to not wash their hands and shit.
There's
Like,
soap in there. You can use it.
You know that's free, and they'd be like, What's free? The fucking water and soap. You disgusting fucking piece of shit. I couldn't
Yes.
say that because I'd be wearing my fucking work clothes. They'd be like, "Who's this guy?" I'll make your food, motherfucker. And you know what I do before I make your food? I fucking wash my hands. Just spit on his food right there. Nah, man, I would never do that. Spit on his food, but calling somebody out, that'd be hilarious. You know what's even worse than somebody not washing their hands?
What's that?
Going to the sink, hitting their hand with water, and just leaving.
Yeah, dude.
What
That's
if-
like you're.
Well, that's so weird. That I don't know technically if that's more disgusting than not washing your hands. Like, I don't know if it's like it actually does something, but just hitting it with water.
It does nothing, dude.
Right. But
It's
it's
like
just
fucking
like
giving the germs the old dip at the pool, dude. Really, that's all you're doing. You're just giving a good old time.
I've seen that shit multiple times. Just somebody gets done peeing and they fucking just, because it's the automatic sink and shit, and they
Right.
just
They're like, it doesn't work. They just stick their hand in there for like a second.
they know it works,
Right.
man. They know it's fucking. There's no excuse for that shit. You're not 7 years old. You know how to wash your fucking hands, but for some reason you just don't,
Right.
because you
I
want.
gotta get back to my beer or whatever.
God, the third quarter's about to start. Man, that halftime goes by quick. Nah, man, fucking, it's just so weird. Like, I feel like they do that, put their hand underneath the water, because I don't know if they really think this, but they see I'm there, like I'm the only other person there. They're
Right.
like, I'm not going to fully commit to washing my hands.
Right. They're
I'm not going to put soap on it. I'm not going to.
They're like, I bet this will fool this guy. He'll think I wash my hands, and he just.
Next time that shit happens, I'm just going to do this.
Yeah.
Like, what? You should wash your hands?
I do stuff like ugh. I say stuff like that when people don't wash their hands. Or I'll go, did you see that guy didn't wash his fucking hands? Like to anybody else that's in there, I'd say that.
It's free. The soap's free, man. We're not gonna put it on
Right.
your tab.
It's fine. It's good for you, dude. Just go ahead and do it.
Excuse me, miss. The end of my tab, you put 3 pumps. What is that? Oh, we have a guy that's in there that counts.
Dude,
He just stands at the urinal for 8 hours pretending he's peeing, with the chance that
must
somebody
be
doesn't
what
walk
that
in twice.
fucking guy was doing in the fucking stall, dude.
Oh, he's counting undercover. Our boss is hired an undercover pisser to see how many times people are pumping that
He's
fucking soap
listening for
dispenser.
pumps.
Yeah, he's just like, oh shit, there's somebody else in here. I don't want to wash my hands, but all right. Shh.
Yeah, just
It does this on his
Yeah,
pant leg.
that's-
Good enough. Let's go see what lap that race is on.
and then they're like, if you, those are the type of people that if you were to say something, they'd be like, "It's my own dick," or like, "It's my own," like, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah. But
Call
you're not
the cops.
understanding that you're grabbing that door handle, you're grabbing your glass that you're drinking out of, you're
Your
grabbing
silverware,
like,
your
right,
plate.
right.
You're passing
Dude.
that to the poor server.
Grow up. Think about other people. Wash your fucking hands when you're done.
Nasty motherfuckers.
Especially in public. Like, especially. Just like, you should just not be allowed to not in public. Like, you should just. If you've ever posted a fucking meme making fun of anti-vaxxers, which are most of them are pretty funny. If you've ever posted one of those, and you have ever also not washed your hands in public, you're a walking contradiction. You hear me? It's disgusting.
I don't get it. Like, wash your hands. You're a goddamn adult.
Right. We're really gonna hammer this point in, guys. All right. Look, check this out. You gotta wash your hands, guys, when you're in public.
You touch your dick, and your dick has been I don't know where. Okay?
Probably nowhere.
You fucking probably... you touching your balls. You probably, when you're finishing because you had too many Bud Lights, you probably peed a little bit on your hand. Like when you're done, it just it falls on your hand, and you're just like,
That's what the dribble of water was for, dude. Cleans it right up. The one little spurt of water out of the sink.
this is how I've broken down the bathroom.
All right.
That stall door is closed because there's only one toilet in that fucking thing.
Someone's in there.
Somebody is in there.
Boom.
You go wait. You don't wait outside, like, of that door in the bathroom. Like, if you got to use the shitter and the door's closed and you knocked and he's like, yeah, but just a minute, whatever. Fucking get out of the bathroom.
Right.
Go back into, like, the hallway or whatever. Any establishment. Do not wait in there because that is fucking weird.
Right.
That's happened to me. Somebody opened the door and the person was just standing there like, you knocked like 2 minutes ago. You were
Right.
standing there the whole time?
Like this is. You said that about was
Jordan.
that Jordan.
Yeah. He just stood there. A coworker of ours.
Former coworker.
Didn't even notice. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I noticed. Yeah, he was just standing there. I was like, dude, were you standing there the whole time? Like, maybe he opened the door
You're
like...
I have to use the bathroom. Where
Yeah,
else would I
he was-
stand?
He was like, well, I got to take a shit. I'm like, I know.
Right.
But why did you have to wait right there? And he didn't... I don't know if he, like... If I made him nervous or something.
He's like, well, if I waited outside the bathroom, I'd have to simply explain to people that walked up and asked if there was a line that I'm waiting for the stall, but there are urinals open.
I didn't want people
Like-
to know I have to poop.
Right.
Like, is there a line in there? Like, I just have to poop. Like, oh. So are there people in there, man, or what?
Right.
Like, what is, you gotta poop. I gotta piss.
Right.
Are there people in there?
It's. I mean, I do that shit all the time. Where I said that earlier when I brought up the story about the dude in the urinal. Like, I'm not gonna stand right outside of the stall and wait. So I stood outside of the whole bathroom. Like,
Yeah.
and if somebody were to come up and ask, like, is there a line like this early in the day? Really? I'd be like, oh no, I'm waiting for the stall. There are plenty of urinals open in there.
Yes.
It's simple, dude. It's not hard.
The way I've broken down,
And you don't look like a creep standing
Yeah.
outside the bathroom stall waiting to use it like a weirdo.
Yeah. The way I've broken down the bathroom, somebody's knock on the fucking door if
Yeah,
it's
knock.
closed.
Simply knock. That's
Knock.
that's a good one, dude.
Knock. Don't even ask how long you're gonna be. Just knock, because that
Yeah.
person that's pooping is gonna be like, just a minute. Maybe it's not gonna be just a minute, but
Do
they're
you
gonna
really
they're-
have people that ask you how long you're gonna be in there?
I've had a couple of times,
Right.
like just in like
I've
in
heard
general.
people express their like their concern with someone being in there. Like I've heard them be like, "Oh, really?" But I've never heard somebody actually ask me like, "Hey, how long?" In public, at least, like
Fucking spit out
family
my gum,
members.
dude.
Yeah, but
Yeah. No, I've had people be like, how long? Gonna be a minute? Yeah, I'm gonna be a minute. All right. The boy, I've broken down public bathrooms. Knock on the fucking door that's closed. They're gonna respond. They're gonna say something. You know that it's fucking occupied. Go wait outside. Do not wait inside. If you're gonna take a piss, take your fucking beer with you if it's empty. You know how many times people leave that shit?
right,
Disgusting.
it's gross.
Second thing, wash your fucking nasty ass hands. Wash them. 20 seconds.
Right,
I don't know,
With
20
soap.
seconds. Yeah, with soap. Don't be that guy. Don't be Hank that was just like, shh.
right.
And fucking use the paper towel dispenser. The only thing in the bathroom that you can use without using the bathroom is if you fucking spill a drink and they got the air dryer. Just do one of these.
Right.
Shh. That's fine. You go ahead, because I've done that shit plenty of times. Whoop, spilled my drink.
Whoops.
Whoop. Whoop. You ever last thing about public bathrooms, especially at bars. Have you ever been pissing in the urinal like on a busy ass night, and you like, because it's so goddamn small, you notice somebody like the other urinal is being used and the stall is being used, and just like somebody walks in and they're like, oh, and they just wait.
Yeah.
And then like one more dude will come in. They're like, "Oh,
It's like, dude.
all right." Like, dude, fucking. Here, hold on. Let me do this real quick.
I seriously, that shit'll happen, and I know it's like, I mean, it is their fault because they should just say, oh fuck, misunderstanding. We'll wait outside. They should just do that. But there's been times where I seriously have been like, hey, got anybody else? Anybody else want to come in here? Like I'll like, oh, like, anybody else need to come in the bathroom? Cause fuck, these guys are in here. Like,
It's always on a busy night. Like, I always take a piss on a busy ass night before I actually leave work, and I'll be in there peeing, and fucking I'll notice the door open, and I always do one of these like kind of disgusted fucking looks, like, and it's just some dude. He's like, oh, and he just waits there. He's like, I'll wait, and then another dude opens up. Oh, is that okay? So he waits too, and the door came and shut because it's such tight quarters in there. And then fucking the door will open again, and the third guy's just like, oh, there's a lot of people in here. And doesn't even like,
it's like
he doesn't
dude.
come in, but he kind of leaves because he's just like, and before the door actually shuts, one more fucking no lip having bro would walk and be like, is there a line? Like, there's like 10 people in here now.
Dude.
There's 3 places to piss. 4 technically, but there's 3 places to piss.
I've noticed it doesn't matter how big the bathroom is. People always say like, "Oh, need some bigger bathrooms around here." It doesn't matter if it's a place that has one stall or like multiple stalls. Like,
Can't believe I gotta fucking wait in a line to take a piss in public. Jesus Christ. Just put porta potties fucking outside. Ew. Okay, dude, we're just gonna
Right.
put a porta potty out there just so you can fucking.
well, there's no stigma to not washing your hands
Hands
when
in
you
the
leave in a
porta-
porta potty. That's
Dude, you could have the hand sanitizer shit, and they just be like, "Huh, look at this gay
not gonna
shit."
trust
Like,
that.
so they would say that, like, "Oh, this stupid fucking thing, man." Just fucking throw a spitter. Right in the urinal, right in the fucking toilet in the shitter. Ping. It's got to make that sound.
Right.
I don't know, man. People are fucking disgusting. Just gross. Yeah, but when I saw that you mentioned that shit, the only thing that stuck out was that person not washing their hands.
Yeah. I thought I just a big part, like a big pet peeve of mine about that specific situation is like when like fully grown people have to like go into the stall instead of using the urinal when they're urinating. Like go into the stall, like I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
like go in the stall. Like I don't know. It's more private. Like shut up. Just
Any-
use the urinal.
yeah.
Like
Any public bathroom that I've been in that doesn't doesn't have a lot of urinals, but there's like a couple of stalls. Yeah,
Right.
I'll go use the stall to take
Right.
a piss. I don't like if I'm not pooping in public, I don't even shut the fucking door, man.
right.
Get
It's
those
the same as being at the fucking line of urinals. Like at that point.
fucking- they're gonna see your back, man. You don't have to
Right.
shut the door to make the point that you're in here.
Right.
I don't know. I'm just gonna start fucking taking shits with the door open. I'm gonna buy like a little 12-inch, 10-inch TV and just fucking prop that boy. Fix the antenna. Like shit, man. Trying to
Right.
get fucking Martin on this thing.
Martin.
That's the first show that came to my head. is Martin on a
Martin.
fucking 10-inch black and white Zenith. Martin.
He had
Fuck.
some wild characters on that show.
But yeah, the show took place in Detroit, or
Yeah.
set in Detroit, right?
Yep.
Oh man.
Gina. Think of best Martin Lawrence film. Best movie Martin Lawrence has been in.
Blue Streak.
Dude, I was just gonna say that as a joke, but also not as a joke because I
Yeah,
can't think of
really.
anything better. What's that? I should pull up his.
Was it Luke Wilson or Owen Wilson?
That's oh,
Or was it
Luke.
either of them?
it's
What's the one?
it's the one that doesn't say wow. Luke.
Okay.
Oh
shit, man, that movie is old. It's weird. Yeah, Dave Chappelle was in that too, right? As like
I
his
think so.
Martin
yeah.
Lawrence's like idiot friend, his former
Yeah.
crime buddy.
I think so. Yeah, he was like smoking cigarettes in the car. He was like the getaway driver. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah. Or was that him? Yeah.
I know one scene that Dave Chappelle was in was when Martin Lawrence was officially on the LAPD. They responded to like a robbery or something at a liquor store,
Yeah.
and it ended up being like it led to
Oh,
like
yeah,
the back
yeah.
alley, and he was
And
behind
then-
the dumpster. He's like, I don't know Martin Lawrence's character in that character name in the movie, but Dave Chappelle was like, Martin, what you doing, man, wearing that badge?
Yeah.
He's like, man, come on.
He doesn't. Yeah, he's not
Yeah.
supposed to. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah. And they're at the fucking. Wait.
They had to like cross the border at the end of the movie. Like Martin Lawrence had to cross the border for
yeah,
like
so
immunity.
they couldn't. So they couldn't go after him or whatever.
Yeah. Like that's just gonna happen that easy. Like, oh, come on
Right.
in. Sorry guys. Sorry, officer. You guys can't cross.
I guess people would. I guess some people would probably say bad boys if you house party.
Who was in House Party?
I guess.
That's that Kid and Play movie, right?
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, we didn't say Big Mama's house.
Oh, dude. Fucking,
Fuck.
you're right. He was in Black Knight, dude. That movie's actually funny.
Is it?
Not really,
I
but
was gonna say I've never seen it. I've like
it's like the idea of it is funny. Just
Oh,
throwing
dude,
a
it's
black
got-
dude
it's
in medieval times and
dead
like,
serious.
What the fuck?
Dead serious. Best Martin Lawrence movie. Now looking at this list, it's Life
Yeah.
with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, you're right.
It's cliche at moments, you know, but like it's as far as Martin Lawrence movies are gonna go, it's Life and
He was in The Beach Bum. I want to see this movie.
is this a recent movie?
Yeah, from 2019.
Oh, okay, 2019.
It's a Harmony Korine film. It's like the dude that did like Spring Breakers, Kids, and
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember.
Gummo and stuff like that.
Yeah, we talked about that guy.
Yeah.
One of the first episodes of the podcast. Fucking Big Mama's house. dude.
Boomerang was tight.
Oh yeah, that's an Eddie Murphy movie too. Huh. Fucking haven't heard shit from Eddie Murphy.
National Security. Isn't that what Steve Steve Zahn? Yeah. This movie's actually kind of funny. But they're all like Martin Lawrence movies, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just like what you'd expect.
I mean, no offense, but not Life, but Boomerang. That's definitely Eddie Murphy movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Well, Wild Hogs. Man. I bet somebody in fucking San Fernando Valley making a porn was so pissed that was taken. It's like, what, Wild Hogs is taken?
He has a TV movie called Untitled Martin Lawrence Project.
Huh, 7 years ago. What is it like? Is there no name for it? Is that what it's actually called, or just
Right,
got,
that's what I'm
it
saying.
got ceased on production?
Let's see.
Well, somebody gave it a rating 7.5, so that's got to be in existence. So I'm guessing Untitled Martin Lawrence Project is the actual title. Yeah. You know who I want to see Martin Lawrence do a movie with?
Who?
Brendan Fraser.
I'd like
don't
to
know.
just see Brendan Fraser get out there and do a movie again. Let's start there.
It could be his like send off.
Actually, has he done movies recently?
Yeah, he did that one, Airheads. I don't know, was Jesus. He was in Crash 15 years ago.
Right.
Brendan Fraser. That's such a good question to ask somebody that you're not too like close with, or you just meet them for the first time.
Right.
Who's your favorite actor? Brendan Fraser. Hey, do me a favor, make sure nobody takes my drink. I gotta take a piss and not wash my hands and just fucking leave.
Just never come back.
You done with that drink, sir?
What's the best Brendan Fraser movie?
Not including Airheads, because that is not a Brendan Fraser movie. That's like
I
Life.
feel like it is though.
No, that's like Eddie Murphy and
Who is it? Who is it? A Steve Buscemi movie?
no. It's all three of them.
Right.
They make it.
All right.
So it's a trifecta, just like Life. It's not an Eddie Murphy movie and it's not a Martin Lawrence movie.
Then you'd say that Bad Boys is not either a Will Smith movie nor a Martin Lawrence movie then?
That's Will Smith in his prime. Though.
Right.
You're not fucking with Will Smith in his
Right,
prime.
but they're
No, it's kind of the same. Yeah, I would say that's not a Will Smith movie, and it's not a Martin Lawrence movie. It's because I feel like it's equally shared between those two, and like the same thing with Airheads.
yeah.
Now, Boomerang is a perfect example. That's an Eddie Murphy movie, right?
Yeah.
So for somebody to be like,
I wouldn't think of that the same way that I think of like how I think Bad Boys would be both of their movies. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that to be like Boomerang, Martin Lawrence, and Eddie Murphy. I would be like, that's definitely Eddie Murphy, right? I would be like, that's probably both of theirs for Bad Boys or something like that. I'd probably be like, in the case of Airheads, I'd give you your point, but I would probably be like, originally I'd be like Brendan Fraser because he is the main role.
yeah.
I would be like, yeah, it's Brendan Fraser's in it. I guess I wouldn't say it's a Brendan Fraser movie though.
But you know what fucks it up for me? To give it Brendan Fraser, a Brendan Fraser film,
What?
he fucked up by having Steve Buscemi on it.
Yeah.
He just did Fargo. Like at the same time, he did Fargo and then fucking Airheads. It's like,
Right.
that's what takes away from it. It's like it's Steve Buscemi.
Are you saying like
I'm not saying it's a Steve Buscemi film, but what makes me want to split it up between the three of them
because of
Steve Buscemi was so goddamn powerful,
right?
and that when he was co-starring in that movie, and out of those three, yeah, he probably gets the less lines and character involvement, I guess.
I'd say Sandler gets the least amount.
Yeah, that's an early Sandler. Was that 94?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Fargo was like the same time. Yeah, it is a Brendan Fraser movie, I guess.
I get your point though.
Yeah.
It's like a trio type thing. I wouldn't call it. Yeah. I'd be like, yeah, I wouldn't call it a Brendan Fraser movie because it's not. It's like the oddball of his movies too. Like it's not like what he normally would do.
Why? Yeah, and another, just thought of it. Another thing that like takes away me giving that film to Brendan Fraser, saying it's a Brendan Fraser film, is that okay? 1994. So Adam Sandler's on SNL. Yeah, he's got a small role in this movie, but he's like 94. This was probably written and or shot in 93, let's say.
Right.
That's like prime fucking Adam Sandler, prime SNL.
Right.
He's like the biggest character with like Chris Farley and
Right.
David Spade. And then you throw in Steve Buscemi, who just did Fargo. And then that movie's like, yeah, he's not a main character in Fargo, but he's like a pretty
He did
significant
a good role.
Yeah.
So, nice, cool part for sure.
Yeah, Sandler's rolling off fucking SNL, being like the top actor on that show. Buscemi's coming off of fucking Fargo, being in such a goddamn good movie, and Brendan Fraser's coming off of fucking Encino Man.
I was just gonna say, dude, I was waiting for you to finish your thought because I was gonna ask you, is Encino Man a Brendan Fraser film or a Pauly Shore film?
It's a Sean Astin film.
All right. Fair enough.
He just did Rudy.
Right.
Pauly Shore. That's the kind of shit you gotta really think about
Right.
before you say it's this guy's film or.
Right.
Because, like, yeah, what, 94? I don't, what the, yeah, besides Encino Man, what the fuck did he do before that?
Encino Man.
Yeah, so 2 years before.
Right.
So whoever fucking did casting and directed Airheads was like, yo, who's that fucking caveman motherfucker with the plaid shirt?
Right.
What are you talking about? Pauly Shore and Sean Astin. Oh, we'll get him. Pauly Shore did Son-in-Law.
What was Brendan Fraser doing at that time? He did Son-in-Law after this. Which
After Encino Man in 93?
Yeah.
Cocaine. Oh, what? Oh, movies. What was he doing?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I don't know. 93.
What we talking? Wait, who are we talking about right now?
I'm talking about Brendan Fraser. What did he
Alright.
do after Encino Man but before Airheads?
I'm gonna look right now. I doubt really anything. I just meant like before even that. Before even Encino Man. Alright, well he did
Maybe, what, probably a couple of TV spots?
Wait, what?
What is that? What movie is that? So he was in Son-in-Law?
As Link, uncredited, what?
In Son-in-Law?
That's what I'm...
Somebody got this shit all fucked up.
Maybe there's like a Easter egg in it.
Is there in Son-in-Law? There probably is.
Hold on.
It's probably not that big of a mystery as we're thinking, like,
Right.
what?
Oh yeah, dude.
I still don't remember.
He's at the party at the beginning where I totally didn't even notice this, dude. Like I remember the scene clearly.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, that's
So-
kind of cool.
Son-in-Law was what year?
Son-in-law was 93.
Okay, so a year after Encino Man.
Right.
Yeah, that's why when you asked me whose film is it, just I tried thinking like, all right, what did he do before that compared to like Sandler and
Wait, dude, he's in the army now too. Is he in every Pauly
Pauly
Shore
Shore.
movie?
are they like legit friends?
Hold on.
in the army now. Fuck. As Link?
Let's see.
The fucking 90s.
Don't eat the chicken. And it tastes just
Oh,
like
okay.
fried. Okay. Thanks. Enjoy.
I didn't realize Pauly Shore was so layered. What the? That's crazy though.
Huh. Nah, yeah, but yeah, I split that up. Airheads.
Oh yeah.
I think I think what led us to this was trying to figure out if Brendan Fraser even did shit, but we were debating his past shit.
Right.
Has he done anything lately?
Well, let's go back. Oh, I said he was in Wait, no, that was somebody else.
Oh,
Okay, let's do this again. All right. Last thing what's Doom Patrol? Is this a fucking DC?
Doom Patrol.
There's a adaptation for this, a TV version. I had no idea. Anyway, it's Brendan Fraser's in that. He plays fucking Robot Man. All right.
That's the character, Robot Man.
Yeah, I guess so. Cliff Steele. I don't know shit about those characters. Nothing that I know. Like, he's done some TV stuff. Nothing like dope in a while. He kind of. Yeah, I don't know, man. Not much.
Well, I hope he's doing okay.
Let's see what Adam Sandler was doing before Airheads exactly.
He was in that one movie. Fuck.
He was in Conan.
Man Overboard.
Going Overboard?
Going Overboard. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fucking.
I
Shit.
forgot about this.
He looks like that one dude, Gilbert Godfrey, in that fucking picture.
Yeah,
Real
he
quick.
does, dude.
Pull that up real quick.
Oh shit, I didn't realize. Fucking A, dude.
Gilbert Godfrey. I've never seen this movie.
Adam Sandler is a cruise ship waiter fishing for laughs.
All my life, I just wanted to get on stage and make people laugh.
Hi, how you doing, Errol? What's your name?
I hate you!
Stand-up comedy is such a sad thing.
I actually kind of want to watch that. But I don't know if we're going to get flagged, so I don't want to play too much of fucking anything anymore.
Right.
Should look into what we can use and what we can't. Keep saying that, but I never do it.
So yeah, before Airheads, yeah, he had some spots on the Larry Sanders Show.
Yeah, I've been wanting to fucking rewatch that because I remember not getting it at all when I saw it when I was young. I want to see if it's funny. I hear a bunch of really cool really good comedians, I should say, saying that they like it. I should give that an actual shot.
It's weird to think, like, yeah, so we're 30, but it's weird to think, like, I remember watching, like, not so much, like, Happy Gilmore when it came out. I can't remember, like, if I watched it when it came out, like, what was it, 95 or some shit? But, like, I remember when Wedding Singer came out, going to the movie theaters to watch it. That was, like, 97. And it's just weird to think about, like, that was only a few films in Adam
Right.
Sandler's career.
Right.
Like, only, like, maybe his third or fourth, like, role. Like, you know, not guest spot or any of that shit. Or, like what, Going Overboard. And then what? Coneheads. He was a small part in Coneheads.
Right.
Airheads. He was fucking Pip.
He did Billy Madison.
Billy
he
Madison.
did Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore.
He did Bulletproof, and then Wedding Singer.
Wedding
So
Singer.
he's kind of like, yeah, he was kind of in there though for a while.
4 or 5 films.
Right.
Well, so all right. So that's, don't even count Coneheads. Just kind of like him leading and shit. Or
Right.
We'll count Airheads because that's nothing like Coneheads.
Right.
But so Airheads. What's after that?
Mixed Nuts, which I don't even know.
Yeah.
Or
It's
Billy
Billy
Madison.
Madison. Happy Gilmore, Bulletproof. So Wedding Singer was like his 5th like movie, and that's another like factor of why that it's not a Brendan Fraser film, because in the middle of all that is fucking Saturday Night Live. Like that's how powerful him
Right.
being on Saturday Night Live was. Is that like, oh, he only did 4 films, but like everybody was pumped to fucking see an Adam Sandler movie during that time. Happy
Right.
Gilmore, like Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore are funny, but let's just be honest, it's not like the greatest
Right.
comedies.
Right. Definitely. Adam Sandler is definitely like not that dope.
No. No, it's
Like I grew up on Billy Madison and like Happy Gilmore, but like I rewatched Billy Madison recently and it, like it doesn't hold up that much. It's not that good, dude.
and then
Some of it's funny, but then I think about it, and then it's like, at what point was I like, yeah, I'm definitely not into these movies. It was, I guess I like The Waterboy. Big Daddy was the one where it's kind of like, dude, all right, this is like,
he's like, I need some new roast.
right. And then Punch Drunk Love, which was good, but just like I don't even think of that like a Adam Sandler movie. I mean, I do, but I'm like,
I've never even seen it.
it's a really good movie, dude. It's like a drama, like there's
It's
comedy in it, but
it's funny, like if it's a really good movie and Adam Sandler's in it, it's like I can't watch it. It's got to be shit.
right,
It's the only way I can
right.
take him serious.
That movie Rain Over Me was good too, dude.
Is that the one with Don Chia,
Yeah, and he plays like somebody who's dealing with
a widower?
his family. Yeah,
Was he a widower?
One of his family members died in 9/11 attacks or whatever. It's just like him dealing with that. It's a good, really good movie.
Okay, yeah.
Like
So
good role for him at least. He did good.
probably like post 2005, 2006 Adam Sandler films. I like my favorite out of that select group would probably be Waterboy.
Yeah. Waterboy, I liked Waterboy.
Yeah. Going back up as
98.
yeah, 98.
Yeah.
And then when you were scrolling up, it made me want to ask you, is funny people in Adam Sandler movie?
I would say it's like an ensemble.
Yeah, that cast
Comedy
is
ensemble.
yeah, that cast
ensemble.
is
But it like it makes me look at him differently. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? He doesn't. I heard Sandy Wexler was good. I haven't seen it though.
Yeah, I think I think HBO did that. HBO pulled the old Netflix and made their own. I could be wrong though.
I think it's Netflix because he has a deal with Netflix
Oh,
where he
okay.
released like a bunch of films through there.
You guys want to see the Waterboy too? I can do it. Like,
It's like a little too late for that, dude.
Oh no. H2O. Like, relax. Yeah, like shit like I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. Nah.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
It's like so garbage. It's
oh
with,
yeah, it's with
Fat
him and
Boy.
oh yeah, I know exactly. Yeah,
Not Kevin Smith, but Kevin James.
all right. You don't mess with a Zohan, like come on now. That's my boy.
That's with Andy's. Yeah.
This might actually be funny, dude. I should actually watch this. I like Andy Samberg. I don't know why. I always say I don't know why, but I feel like it's for some reason I feel like it's a guilty pleasure for me for whatever reason. I can't understand why I think like that.
Wait,
Why
why
is
you like
Andy
him?
Samberg a guilty pleasure for me? Because I think he's good. He's funny.
Yeah.
He's like his own. I wouldn't say he's his own. He's got his own thing going on. I don't know. He's funny, but I'm always like, I don't know. I don't know why I like him. I don't know why I do that.
It's like an old, like a, that's like a 50-year-old white dad to say.
Yeah,
thing
why?
to say. I don't know why, but I
Yeah.
really like that.
Do people hate him? Is that why?
I don't think
I don't
so.
think that ever normally stops me from saying I like something.
I don't really fuck around too much with Andy Samberg's stuff, but like it's not because I don't like him. I just,
Right.
I don't know. Maybe people that have watched his shit whatever he's been in, we're just like, I don't like him, and that became like a popular trend or something. But I don't know.
Right.
Hot Rod was funny.
Hot Rod was really funny. Have you ever seen that?
Hot Rod? No, I've actually.
I would
have
say
not seen
watch that movie, dude,
That
because it's hilarious, dude. Fucking,
Can we watch that later?
yeah,
Please.
Danny McBride's in it and shit. It's
Dude,
funny.
real quick, when you were scrolling up, I saw something on the side, like the last page. You don't have to go back to the last page, but I remember what it was.
Right.
It made me think of my list from the first episode.
Yeah.
I don't think I said it on the first episode, but it clicked in my head when I saw that. I didn't give a shit about Edward Scissorhand.
I didn't either, dude. I feel like
So I definitely put that on my overrated.
I watched that when I was like young and stuff. I'm sure I could get more out of it if I watched it now.
Yeah.
But I'm so tainted with every Tim Burton movie being the exact same thing aesthetically and basically storytelling wise. Like everything is the same
Kind of
with
like
him.
goth
So it's like,
and dark.
If I
or-
watch it now, I'm like, it's already tainted by everything else after it that was exactly like it. So I'm like, man, I feel like I wish I was like cognitive enough when I watched it as a kid to get what I could get out of it, or I could just watch it again and probably get some shit out of it.
Yeah, I Edward Scissorhand was. I liked it as a kid. It was just weird, like kind of
Right.
creepy, dark, kind of like. Obviously, I wasn't like, oh, this is a Tim Burton film when I'm like 6.
Right. But when you carve, like when that came out, that was different for sure.
Right.
When that came out, it was different for sure. But when you carve like your name into like, I don't know, like pop culture like that, and that's all, like everything looks like that, it becomes not like
Yeah.
not that unique anymore.
I'm like, all right, we got it, man.
Right. Right.
You tried this with fucking Batman.
Right. Yeah.
Don't know why. Yeah, I mean, Edward Scissorhand was on my list. I thought that it was overrated as shit, and then oh yeah, I'm not saying this is a bad movie, but I do think it's just kind of like one of those instincts, like Scarface. Like Scarface is a good movie, but it's not like great.
Right.
Blow. It's a good movie, but it's not like great.
Right.
Like I don't know, like
I'm with you on that.
a lot of people have watched that movie. Like I feel like a lot of people that are like, I don't really like movies,
Right.
but I like Blow. Like I don't know, almost like
Right.
casual. I don't know.
I
Like,
think
there's
it's the way
better
that it's
drug
told.
movies.
It's almost told like
Casual movie fan.
It's almost told like it has to be because it's over such a large period of time, but it's like with such a narrative, like there's a narrator and like there's like it always cuts back and stuff, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's like easier, I don't know. I feel like maybe it's just easy to digest a story that long like that way. So it's like people like it. I don't know. It's easier to take in for people.
Yeah.
That type, because like Scarface is long and at a certain it's not feeding it to you like that. So if you're like a casual movie fan or however
it
you
was
word
so
it,
weird to say, but
Right.
I don't know.
I know what you're saying. If you're like don't have a good attention span, I could see how somebody would turn off Scarface halfway through or be like, you know what I mean, fast forward a couple scenes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Plus it's just like, I don't know.
I mean, I love Scarface, but I'm not gonna say it's like top 10 greatest films ever. Like it's not.
Right,
It's not
right.
even like remotely close. I don't know. It's almost like a feel good movie.
Right.
Like yeah, I know that sounds weird if you've seen Scarface.
Are you just trying to say it is like nostalgic for you? Like
No, not. It's just a feel good movie. Somebody should fucking dude. I don't know if you can do it, if you even want to do it, but somebody should just take the original trailer of Scarface with Pacino, because it is a remake of a remake.
Right.
Like the first one was the 30s,
Right.
and yeah, somebody should take the trailer of Scarface and just put some really like good time vibing with the movie.
How
was
they
made.
do those recut trailers to be happy movies
Yeah.
or sad movies or scary movies
Yeah.
or whatever. Like do that with it.
So yeah, that movie came out like in '84. So somebody should just take like the poppiest, best feeling fucking song from '84 and just cue it up.
Right.
The story about a man with a dream. And it's just him like hanging in the bathroom, like all cut up, and just somebody shooting. It's like fucking David Bowie or something. Let's dance.
That's hilarious.
Huh. People shit on Pacino because he did that movie.
Why?
They think it was like an act of desperation because he wasn't doing anything between like
I mean-
79 and like when that movie came out.
Right. How you gonna fucking dude? That's just a case of like, the higher you are, the more likely people are gonna say you fall when you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're on such a high from being on all these good movies that it's like, dude, that movie didn't become so big until later on, until it became a cult classic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh yeah, just people are gonna shit on him because it wasn't like, you know what I mean? But it's like, dude, that movie's a cult classic now, dude. So what? Where are we at now? What does it matter? Like,
Even if like even if that like never became a cult classic, like it was a moderate success. Maybe it was a moderate success in '84. I don't know how it did, but let's just say people were like, oh yeah, act of desperation kind of took a outlandish role, not a typical, or not a like, not, I wouldn't say typical, but like a role that Pacino would take playing that character. How the fuck do you follow up Godfather 1, 2, and Justice for All?
That's what I'm saying.
All
That's-
those movies in like 5 years. All those fucking movies
that's
he
what
did
I'm
in
saying.
5
How
years.
can you, like, you're bound. Like, the first one that isn't as good as those
Yeah.
is gonna be shit on no matter what, even if it's still really good. You know?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm trying to get at. Like, how you gonna say that, dude? Like, do you see other movies he was in before that? Like, I don't know.
Oh, but if that was like his like fourth film, but his first like starring film, you know what I mean? Like if he was
Right.
like 24-year-old actor, 25-year-old actor, and that was his first starring movie. Yeah, he did some shit before that,
Right.
but that was like his first film.
It'd be like,
People would be like, "Oh my god, who is this kid?
right.
Who is this Paciano guy?" See what I did there? Yeah, dude, Pacino in the fucking 70s was just a monster.
Yeah, dude.
Serpico.
Right.
And then he did Scent of a Woman with Robin. Have you ever seen that movie?
No.
I can't remember the dude's name in Scent of the Woman. Not Pacino, but the dude that played Robin with like Val Kilmer. What was it? Sean O'Donnell? Sean
Yeah.
O'Connell?
Yeah, I don't know that dude's name, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, we'll just call him Robin.
All right, let's see.
Oh, what was your third movie ever? The Panic in Needle Park. Oh,
Right.
that was your third fucking movie. Then, oh, what'd you follow up with that, Mr. Pacino?
Godfather.
Godfather.
Okay. Have you seen Scarecrow? I have not.
Oh, no. Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
All right. Right after that, Serpico.
Yeah,
Right after that,
Godfather 2.
all right. Right after that, Dog Day Afternoon.
He's like, I gotta do a shitty movie, and he did that one. It was like, it's still too good.
Look at this motherfucker, dude.
That fucking hair.
He looks like fucking. He kind of looks like fucking Vince from.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. I mean,
Just
and then
funny.
what after he did Injustice for All? Dope.
Scarface.
How big of a gap is that Injustice for All to Scarface? How many years is that?
4 years.
4 years? Oh, so he only did like
79 to 83.
so he did like a movie, less than a movie a year before. So yeah, then he did Scarface, and then people tried shitting on him. Pretentious people tried shitting on him like, oh yeah, came out of nowhere, took that real quick. Oh yeah, dude, he was in Dick Tracy.
For real?
Yeah, he was the bad dude. I forgot the character's name, but yeah. Oh man, yeah, he was like the main villain. I I forgot what that character's name was. Madonna was in that. Fucking Warren Beatty. That movie was kind of wacky too.
McGillicuddy. Isn't that McGillicuddy? What is that from? I Love Lucy. Anyways,
He didn't do too much in the 80s either, huh?
right,
So I have all this money.
right. He didn't really do much.
Yeah, then he hit the fucking 90s kind of hard with fucking Scent of a Woman and Carlito's Way back to back and was like,
Right.
now I can take another 10-year break.
Then Heat, dude.
Oh, yeah.
2 years after that. Donnie Brasco, 2 years after that.
Devil's Advocate. Yeah, he hit,
in that same year.
okay, yeah. He hit the late 90s hard as fuck.
Any Given Sunday, 99.
Good movie.
And
And
then
he was
he just was like, you know what, fuck
I'm
it.
tired. I'm gonna take a nap for about 8 years. Before he takes the 8-year nap, he's like, "Wake me up when you do Ocean's 13." Just joking around. They wake him up. He's got a full beard like in Serpico. Like Mr. Pacino. Production starts on what? Ocean's 13. Hoo-ah.
He was in. Oh, I thought that was Geely. Or. Wait, what? Is this the movie I'm thinking of? Yeah, this
What
is
were you
exactly.
thinking of?
Wait, how do you pronounce his name? This is Geely, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was like the worst movie ever.
Is that a
pretty
Kevin Smith movie?
much. Martin Brest. You're thinking of Wait, are you? Was that a Kevin? You're thinking of Jersey Girl.
Oh, yeah. But fucking Ben Affleck was in that movie too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
With,
Same two.
is it Liz or Liv Tyler? Liv, right? Steven Tyler's daughter? Is it Liv?
Olivia.
Oh. Olivia. I didn't even know that. I
Oh.
thought Liv was just like a name that
Like Olive.
Steven Tyler was like,
He was like,
Liv. Because she gonna live.
it's the opposite of die.
Yeah. Just like Aerosmith. Jersey Girl, okay.
Yeah, that's another fucking enough.
Yeah.
Everyone has a limit.
Jennifer Lopez played Selena, right?
Uh-huh.
Have you ever seen that movie?
Yeah.
I've never seen that movie. Is it good?
I mean, I didn't really like it. I watched it though.
You could tell me how you feel about it after we go live. You liked it?
Blue Moon.
What's your favorite Ben Affleck movie?
Let's look.
What the fuck was he even in?
It's probably, for me, it's probably gonna be one of the Kevin Smith movies, really.
Like, I want to say,
Phantoms, so that fucking joke from
was it Jay and
Figures?
Silent Bob?
Oh yeah.
Was
yeah.
that where the joke was
Yeah,
made?
yeah. That's yeah.
It's like that motherfucker. I want to
He
say,
kicks ass in that movie.
I want to say, Dazed and Confused, but that's not Ben Affleck movie.
Right.
That's one of those ensemble casts.
Right.
Fuck, man.
Would you say that about if I picked like Mallrats too? Then probably, even though like that's where they got their start. Everybody in that shit, you know. Even though it's
Right.
like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Or that's just still a Kevin Smith movie. It's probably
Who's the hairy
way to-
motherfucker?
In
Mallrats.
um.
Always rocking that hard brow. Jason Lee?
Oh yeah.
I feel that might be his movie. I don't know. I gotta rewatch that. To really,
Honestly, I probably would just say that's a Kevin Smith movie, even though he's barely in
I s-
it. You know what
Kevin-
I'm saying?
yeah,
'Cause
Kevin-
it's his and fucking
yeah.
shit.
Kevin Smith wanted people to know that it was his movie by not making it any of the characters' movie.
Right. Speaking of Kevin Smith movies, I watched Tusk recently again. For
Tusk?
yeah, have you ever seen that movie?
No.
It's like a, I don't know if it was like it's like a comedy horror, I guess, like transformation type movie where like, I don't know, it's fucking.
Was it good?
It's cool. It's cool and funny and weird. Like, there's some really weird parts in it. Yeah, Justin Long.
Always do sober what you do drunk. That'll teach you to keep your mouth shut.
Hemingway said that.
Yes, he did. And he said it to me.
It's too scary. I don't like it.
It's basically about the. It's basically about. We're probably gonna get flagged for having it up there, anyways.
Oh yeah, fuck.
It's basically about this dude who he does this podcast about. Is it about like? What was the podcast about?
Just like weird people. He was gonna go interview this kid who like accidentally chopped off his arm or something.
Yeah.
Playing with a sword. And like it was like making fun of Star Wars kid from like.
Oh yeah, it's basically like a podcast version of like Tosh.0 type fucking thing. Like this is what this dude did in the movie. Like he has a podcast where he like, you know, like finds viral videos and then goes and interviews the people and on the show. Or like he interviews them and then he comes back and then does the podcast and talks about it with the co-host who doesn't go help him or whatever. But it's basically like he goes to interview this kid and then kid falls through, kid kills himself or something like that. So he has to find a new guest. So he finds this thing on the wall and he goes and investigates this dude's stories or whatever. He wants to go hear this guy's stories and this guy pretty much just captures him and turns him into a fucking walrus pretty much, dude. And like tries to fall in love with him. Yeah.
Kevin Smith?
Yeah, it's a Kevin Smith movie. So it's like part of it's funny, part of it's like just weird, part of it like,
but it's not like
it's not like a
bad
Kevin.
like, oh man, this is a tough watch.
It is, but it isn't at the same time. It's like supposed to be weird and like when you I feel like most of the stuff where it's like, man, this is like weird, it's like intentional. So it's like, all right, this is kind of different. It's just like a different kind of weird Kevin Smith movie. Definitely outside the realm of his stuff for sure.
Okay.
But you could definitely pick out his humor in it and like a lot of his dialogue.
Yeah.
Like the way he writes and stuff, you could tell it's his movie, but it's a different kind of movie. It's weird.
Huh.
It's worth watching just to watch it. 'Cause
Okay.
It's funny and weird.
He wears big pants. Shorts, I should say.
Kevin Smith?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wearing a fucking New Jersey
Wears,
Devils.
Like, biggest jerseys and shit, too.
Always rocking the... You'll see... Like, if there's a, like, picture of him from the paparazzi, it's always at a gas station. He's always wearing a New Jersey Devils hockey jersey that's huge.
Right.
And he's always rocking those giant-ass shorts, white socks, and New Balances.
Right.
Any gas station in America. It's at a gas station. It's not at like a restaurant. He's not sitting on a patio of a restaurant eating a fucking salad. It's just all like, had to go to the gas station again. He lives off of gas station food, I'm assuming. He just walks up there. He doesn't drive. He's not getting gas. He's like, gotta go grocery shopping. 4 Klondike bars, a couple of Baffos.
Baffos.
Let me get some
I
Nutri-Grains.
forgot about Baffos, dude.
Baffos?
Those things fucking suck, dude.
They're impossible to cook.
Yeah.
You could take it to like a Michelin star chef. You'd be like, I don't know how to cook these. These garbage. You ever seen that movie, speaking of Michelin chefs, you ever seen that movie with Bradley Cooper? Was it Burnt?
No, I haven't. I know what you're talking about, though. I have not seen that movie.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah. Where he's like trying to win a Michelin star, pretty much.
Yeah. He basically, it doesn't show it, but the background of this character is, he was a super fucking piece of shit, head chef at some restaurant, and he fucked over a lot of his, coworkers. I just puke because of this background, but I just keep rolling. Yeah, and he tries to. He gets money funded from somebody, some owner that he's close with in France, and it's almost like a Blues Brothers thing, like getting the brigade back together.
Right, right.
And it just tells the story of him. It's a good movie. But I would have liked it more if it wasn't Bradley Cooper.
Just if it was anybody else?
I wouldn't say anybody else. Like, not
You
gonna
just don't like him, or didn't like how he played that role in particular?
It's not that how he played it, because he's gonna play it like Bradley Cooper. But before that, I just don't really like Bradley Cooper.
All right.
I don't think he's like a terrible actor or anything like that, but I don't know, man. Like, I'm not saying, they could have got anybody else, because
Right.
I think it'd be worse if they got Brendan Fraser. But
You never know.
no, that's true.
He's
I don't know. I'm not a big Bradley Cooper fan, man.
yeah.
I heard that fucking movie with Lady Gaga was super good though, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah, what movie was that?
Star is Born, rehash of the same story of like basically a Cinderella story, like small town girl.
That's a fucking. They did who was it? Dolly Parton, Chris Christopherson back in the 70s.
Oh,
Yeah, and they just
Alright.
fucking redid it. Huh.
Nothing to say. But you can watch it. Decide if you think it's good.
right.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen it, but
Doesn't sound like my type of movie, honestly. But
It's a musical, so no.
oh hell no then.
it's like a
Definitely.
full blown musical. I mean, I know the premise is like two musicians and shit like that, but I didn't know it was gonna like Grease musical.
I think any
Like, just
musical is
bust-
basically Grease musical, right?
Chris was telling me about it. And it was like,
He just bust out in song. That's right. That's
Like-
musical, right?
Like she finds him cheating and he
He's
fucking
like-
just takes off, and then she's just sitting on the bench like, and I thought you loved me. Like
Pretty
it busts
much.
out like that.
probably.
Oh, fuck that. Rather watch Zoolander 2 or some shit.
I'd rather watch the Trapped in the Closet series.
The R. Kelly
Yeah.
shit. All 38 parts.
Yeah. I still want to get through it one day, dude.
Do it, dude.
It's hard. You get to a certain point and you're like, dude, is he joking? Is the joke on me now? Am I like
How there was a midget hiding in the cupboard.
right? It never ends. It's like, dude, come
It's
on,
a-
dude, wrap it up, B.
And it turns out the priest.
I swear to you, dude, if you did like if it was like 5 parts and it didn't get like wacky, if it's just 5 parts, like instead of 38 or however many there are,
Yeah.
it would probably be good, dude. It probably would be good. Like, but it's like, dude, what the fuck? When is this gonna end? Like,
Yeah, I think
how much more are you gonna do with this?
I think it's literally like 36, 38 parts. And they're like, fuck, 5 to like 8 minutes maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, there's 1 through 22, and then I think there's 22 of them.
Oh.
No, 1 through 33.
Oh. Oh, wait, so that person that did that video 1 to 33 just put them all together.
Yeah.
So fuck. Did that say 2.5 hours?
Let's look.
I mean, it makes sense mathematically, but like,
It's 2 hours and 4 minutes.
huh. Well, if we fucking bomb 4 minutes into the podcast, we just play this and leave.
Right. Somebody wrote out the synopsis summary for every chapter. There's 33 of them. All right.
Just read the last line and there you go. And it turned out to be a dream.
All right.
Fucking R. Kelly.
Yeah, we only got a few minutes left, so
Oh, really?
yeah.
Spent so much time talking about people pissing.
I was just gonna say it was the bathrooms that took up most of the time here.
That's kind of my fault.
It's all right.
I was passionate. Fuck. Are we live? We could just delete this. As soon as we go off, just edit out the bathroom part. She's like,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any shows or anything coming up.
Probably gonna do Kill with Cat Wednesday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
What the fuck happened last Wednesday that we didn't do it?
I don't know.
It was funny because I kind of like put a hard emphasis on how.
Oh, yeah.
In the second episode, I was like, "Yeah, trying to keep it consistent," even though we didn't.
Now we're like 2 weeks behind.
Yeah. Whatever.
Well,
We'll
the
get it.
only way to keep it consistent now is to wait 3 weeks after you do the next one. Just to make. If you want any sort of pattern here, that's the only way to do it.
Every other week.
Yeah.
Now the pressure's on. Cause
Every time you do it, you add another week in between.
Yeah. And now, fuck. No, the pressure's on because like that's the pattern now. Is every other week.
Yeah.
And if I do it this week, next week's got to be like pretty fucking good, dude.
Right.
That'd be funny. You're gonna be like producing it and shit, and if it's not funny or interesting, you just stop and like we're done.
Right.
Like, what do you mean, man? Like, no, it's just you don't got it.
Right. That's it.
Don't come back, Kenan. Like, all right.
But yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's yeah. I think that's it for number 11.
Yeah.
Touched a lot of grounds. I gotta stop pausing when I say things like that.
What?
We touched a lot of, and I stopped.
Oh yeah.
And then earlier I was like, they were fucking each other,
Oh, yeah.
or like sucking, or blowing each other, like
You're
our
right.
Globetrotters.
Right.
I paused at like the most.
What was the actual blowing each other off like?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Right.
blowing each other out.
Oh yeah.
Even that sounds super.
Right.
It's like sexual. Like they were just what? So what, Kenan? They were just railing each other in the locker room. I don't know why I keep going back to that. Yeah, I gotta stop pausing at weird times like that. But that's just me. I guess we're gonna end it on that.
Yeah. Follow my girlfriend on Instagram. You can see it right here on the old screen. She's circling it.
Oh, well, I'll follow you.
If anybody else wants to do some kind of like a live art for the podcast at some point, just let me know and we can do it. It'd be cool.
If we can't find anybody by next week, I'll fucking stop at like Red Robin and pick up one of those kids' mats and just all color. Like,
All right. Well, we'll see you next week. See ya.